Hello friends, welcome to the 73rd session of Hybris tutorial. In this session, guys, we are going to learn a very important topic. The topic is how we can use the flexible search query in the Impex import. Guys, we will learn where we need to use this concept that we need to use the flexible search query in the Impex import. And guys, we use this concept very frequently in our project works. Specifically, if you are working in a support project, there we use this concept very frequently to insert or to modify or to remove the data from a particular table, and where we need to extract the data using the multiple joins. So in such scenarios, we use this concept of flexible search query in the Impex. So this video is guys going to be very important for you. So guys, you are watching the functional video in which we have mainly explained the functional concepts related to this video. We have explained what is the meaning of using the flexible search into the Impex, what is the use, where exactly we use this concept of embedding the flexible search into the Impex. But guys, if you want to see the full technical video in which we have explained the technical concept as well, with end-to-end example how we can embed the or how we can use the flexible search query into the Impex, you can become our member by clicking on the link which is given in the comment section of this video, and you can become our member. Once you become our member, you will have access to this full 20 minutes technical video. So just click on the link which is given in the comment section, and you can also watch this technical video. So guys, firstly what I will do, I will just open the HSC, and you can see guys, I am able to open the HSC, plus I will be able to open the back office because I have done the local setup in my system. I have done the B2C accelerator setup in my system, and because of my server is up, I am able to open these cockpits. In case you have not done the B2C accelerator setup yet, you can watch our video. The link of video is given in the description box as well as on the top right corner in card section. But for now, I have already done this setup. So before going into the details of this concept, guys, firstly we will briefly see what is Impex, what is the use of Impex, and then we will directly jump into this topic. So guys, Impex is basically import and export. So we can say that use of Impex is not only for importing the data into the database, it is also used for exporting the data from a particular table, right, from database. So we can export the data as well from a particular table in the database. So it means Impex extension, right, it is used both for importing the data into the Hybris DB plus exporting the data out of Hybris DB. So this is the use of Impex, right? And you can see if I show you the HSE, right? So you can see this is the HSE, and over here guys, if I go to the console, here we have two important tabs. One is Impex Import, second is Impex Export. So Impex Import is basically for importing the data into the database. For example, let's say I am saying I have an employee table and I want to create a new record into the employee table, right? So for creating a new record into the employee table, we will use the Impex Import. We will use this console to import the data or to create a record or create multiple records into a particular table, right? And similarly guys, this is Impex Export. So Impex Export is basically to export the data from a particular table, right? Maybe I am saying I have a order table. In order table we might have already, let's say, millions of records into the order table, and I want to take the export of all those records. So how we can take the export of all those records? For that we use the Impex export concept, right? So I hope guys this is clear to you, right? And guys, if I show you Impex import console, right, so here you can write an Impex plus you can import a script as well, right? We will be using both the concepts, right, in this video itself. So this video will be very interesting for you. If I show you a very basic concept, right, a basic example of Impex. Let's say guys, if I go to the flexible search is basically if you want to query a particular table into the database, right? So if I show you over here platform update, you can see we are using the HSQL database over here, right? If you want to query a particular table in this HSQL database, for that we use the flexible search. And guys, over here you can see we have multiple tables. Let's go in a particular table, select star from employee. Let's say we go into this table, okay, and here I'm keeping this maximum count as 200. It means I will be able to see maximum 200 records to maintain the system efficiency or system performance, right? So you can see now we have the 149 entries into this table. If I want to create a new record into this table, right, how I can create? So to create or insert a new record, I will be using the Impex import. I am giving you a very simple example, right, to insert a new record into the employee table. So I'm writing an Impex insert update employee, okay, UID, okay, unique is equal to true. I have already covered all these concepts, all these attributes of the Impex, all these elements of the Impex in our Impex video. If you have not watched our video, you can click on the link which is given in the comment section as well as on the top right corner, and then you can see the complete detailed video about the Impexes. But here I'm just giving you a very brief overview what Impex is and how a basic Impex looks like. Let's say I am creating a new record with the UID as hybristube@gmail.com. Okay, so if I just click on the validate, I am just clicking or validating the syntax of this Impex. So it is correct. That is why import script is valid. I am getting this message. Now I am clicking on import content. As soon as I clicked on the import content, guys, you can see in the backend a cron job is running, and through that cron job we are basically importing that new record into the employee table. And you can see over here messages import was successful. If we see again, if we go back to the employee table, now previously there were 149 records. Now let's see how many records are there. Select star from employee, it should be 150 records now. So let's see how many records are now. And you can see guys, now we have one more record, right? 150 records. We can even see our record as well. We can use one where clause, where UID, right, is something. I think we created a UID with the name hybristube@gmail.com, but I don't know exact name, but so that I can search like this. Okay, I'm searching like this will also fetch a record where the UID will have a value something like this. So you can see this is the record. Email ID was hybristube@gmail.com. Okay, so when it was created on 22nd of October, right, at 7:06. So 7:06 is the current time as well. So I hope guys now you understand what is the use of Impex, where exactly we use the Impex concept, right? But guys, now just think, if I give you because here it was a very simple Impex, right? I was just adding a new column value UID, right, and I was creating a new record. But just think guys, in case, let's say I want to remove the one record. So if you want to remove one record, so it will be Impacts will look like something like this: remove employee. Let's say I want to delete a record with UID as hybristube@gmail.com. Okay, I will write UID unique is equal to true. Okay, and let's say email ID is hybristube@gmail.com. Okay, so this is very simple Impex. So I will just validate it and I will just import it. And if I click on import content, it will basically remove this data, remove this record. And if we see now again into the employee table, you will see that one record would have been deducted from the table. So if I see now, select star from employee. Okay, select star from employee. You can see guys, now the new we have only 149 entries. It means that newly created record has been now deleted, right? So this is very simple use of the Impex. But guys, now I'm giving you a complex scenario. So scenario is, let's say, uh, i want to I want to remove the employee or customer. Let's say customer, I want to remove all customers from the customer table those have language as Hindi. Let's say Hindi, right? Language as Hindi. Its ISO code will be HI, right? So now this is my requirement. I want to remove all the records from the customer table. Those have which all records I need to delete? The records with language as Hindi, right? So if I show you the customer table again, so if I show you like this, select star from customer, right? This is the customer table. Okay, so you can see we have these columns, and if I show you the language column, guys, this column is basically a foreign column in this table. So if you see the language, we have the session language attribute, right? So now what you have to do, you have to delete only those records with the session language as Hindi. And what is this session language column? So this is a foreign reference of language table. If you see these PK008, right? If I go to the language table, you will see this PK for a particular language. So language is this. This is the table, and you can see this 008 is basically this language is for the EN, right? This is for EN language, right? So it means this language column is basically a foreign reference of language table in the customer table, right? So it means now there is a join as well, right? There is a join between the customer and language table, right? So it will not be easy to write a impacts in such scenarios. We cannot write something like this, right? Remove customer. We don't have UID here. I need to remove the customers which has a language, right? Which has the language basically the Hindi, right? So how I can do that? So guys, in such scenarios we use the flexible search query concept in the Impex import, right? And how we will do that, I'm going to tell you now, right? So for that, guys, we will write some basically some impexes. In that we will embed some kind of flexible search query, and how we will embed that, I am going to show you now. So guys, for that, what you have to do, there are some steps you need to perform.